Hello everybody, Bailey in here today, going to be breaking down the changes made to UFC 4 in patch 2.02. There were 10 major changes that were addressed by EA, and I'm going to talk you through them now, so let's go. Number 1, fixed an issue that prevent denying takedowns whilst moving or striking. So some of you may not be aware that takedowns were very hard to defend previously, not just because of the new systems and implementations of those mechanics, but also the game was reading any input, be that a strike or a movement, as part of the takedown defense. So when someone does a driving or turning takedown and tries to turn you in a direction, you are supposed to input the direction they are taking you to match that movement. The game was reading some of these movements you would do at the start of the takedown as part of the defense, which was causing problems, making a lot of takedowns really hard to stop. That's why I was telling people to just, if someone shoots a takedown, take your hand off the controller and just press the 2 triggers, because any other input is going to mess with that. This also happened a lot for the power takedowns as well, the power double legs. So hopefully we'll see some changes there, but that is the first one. They have addressed that problem, so hopefully those of you having problems defending takedowns should have a bit of an easier time. Number 2, fixed an issue with the Imanari roll being available in stand and bang and KO modes. So I didn't know about this one. I don't play those modes very often. Obviously seems something that needs to be tweaked and fixed. I hope they've also fixed the Imanari roll being applied to certain fighters and certain create a fighter archetypes, because they didn't have the Imanari roll, but obviously quick fix that one, and that one's fixed. Number 3, fixed an exploit with cage back clinch drives. Now I assume this means driving your opponent to the cage or getting the back cage clinch position, and sometimes you would try and shoot the takedown and it would sort of go drop down a level and then rotate back to the back as well there. There were often a couple of positions that got caught up there in that cage back position, so hopefully that addresses and helps out with some of them as well. Some of you may have experienced it, some of you may have not. It wasn't as common as some of these other things. Number 4, tuned marathoner perk. This is one I'm sure everyone will be very happy with. The marathoner perk had an incredible rate of regen applied to a fighter's stamina, the short-term stamina, when they were in the fight. So you could throw multiple strikes continuously and have your stamina recharge incredibly fast, so you could essentially never stop punching. With people like Volkanovski and Tony Ferguson, anyone who had that marathoner perk, it was it was a very powerful perk. I want to say it was kind of overpowered, but it was just a very strong perk that needed tuning and tweaking to have the regen not be as effective. That has been done, so hopefully that is gone. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Excellent. Number 5, tuned cage guillotine chain progress. I'm sure most of you at this point, if you've been playing online, have been cage guillotined. It's a very strong submission. It's hard. It's not too hard to initially get out of. It doesn't take very long. So if you do get tapped, you get tapped pretty quickly. Or if you escape pretty quickly. But there is a chain in there, and that chain would drain your stamina, and also be very hard to escape from once that chained moment had been added on. So fixing the chain of that cage guillotine is probably going to take away a lot of the cheese from that move that a lot of people have been relying on, because I've seen people just, get 100 wins and no losses by just cage guillotining people every single match. So we'll see, but I'm glad that's taken care of as well. Number 6, tuned AI clinch frequency. If you've played the career mode, a lot of the AI does clinch a lot, also offline as well. I didn't think it was that bad. I really didn't. I think it depends on the archetype of the person you're fighting against, and maybe on legendary they don't do it as much. If you see my career playthrough, I don't think they clinch that much. It's fine. But if you had a problem with this, it has been addressed. There you go. It has been tuned. Number 7, tuned side control strike damage. I know me and a few of the other game changers had a bit of a problem with how much damage you could inflict from that side control position. In previous UFC games, it's been a really dominant position of control that's been very hard to escape from. So that has been tuned, that has been reduced, so there's no more sort of stopping and stalling in side control. It is a weird position because it's the only position you can deal sort of game ending or fight ending ground and pound from without posturing up. So you can just hold that position, never have to posture up, and still inflict enough damage to take someone out of the fight. So it's been tuned, reduced, and there we go. Number 8, tuned body strike damage. Something I'm very pleased about is the body strike damage has been tuned. Finally, we have some upgrades and increases to jabs, straights, and hooks to the body. I think uppercuts as well. This is great. It's going to take a chunk of stamina off them. It's going to do more damage to them. It's going to help stop those pressure fighters. You have an avenue to slow down and weather an aggressive opponent. This is exactly what many counter fighters like myself needed. I can't wait. This is going to just help enhance the online experience because it gives us another avenue to compete and to win from. So I am very pleased with that one. Number 9, updated moves and perks for a few fighters. This I think is just across the board, and there have been some suggestions made by a lot of the community members, people like Darren Elkins not having a wake up call and just different little tweaks and changes like that. I think they've updated some of the movesets as well. Some people had like Brian Ortega had like Muay Thai like kicks and like things like that, which he's never really thrown. So some of those have been updated as well. I hope some of the archetype classes have also been updated because some of them were missing moves that they were supposed to have as well. So hopefully that's been updated too. Number 10, updated archetype movesets. Oh, right, okay, well I should have read ahead because yes, the archetypes have also been updated. All right, there we go. Good, because some of them were missing Imanari rolls and Otsugari trips. It's nice to have those in there because those are extra little functions that help you pick, between the engine and the razor. The Otsugari trips are nice little trips, nice to have in your back pocket. Right guys, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Check out my YouTube. I have a bunch of other UFC 4 content. Guides, tutorials, tips, career mode playthroughs, online battles, ranked battles, high level competition, all kinds of stuff. So do check that out. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Go out there, enjoy patch 2.02, and I will see you then. Take care. Thank you very much.